Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Eunice Financial Academy. In today's video, we are looking at the trial balance. So what is a trial balance? A trial balance is a statement of debit and credit, mostly the closing balances of the ledger account. It is the debit and credit closing balances. The debit and the credit closing balances of the ledger account. So when you do your ledger account, the debit balance, that is the closing balance in the ledger account, you take it to the trial balance. And the credit balances, that is what you take to the trial balance. Not all the figures in the ledger account, no. So when preparing your ledger account, there are some things that you need to know. The first one is the golden rules of accounting. The golden rules of accounting says you debit all the expenses and losses, you credit the incomes and the gain. You debit the receiver and credit the giver. You debit what comes in and credit what goes out. So those are the golden rules of accounting that applies to the trial balance. So in the trial balance, we are going to be looking at the 5 elements of financial statement, like the assets, the expenses, the liabilities, capital or equity, and the revenue. So this is a format of the trial balance. So we have the account title, the ledger folio, debit, and the credit column. So the trial balance, why are we preparing the trial balance? We are preparing a trial balance to test the arithmetic accuracy of the accounts, and also to locate areas and for comparison purposes. So those are some of the reasons that we prepare a trial balance. And also remember that X assets increase, or the debit increases the asset of a trial balance. It means that in the assets, when you come across an asset, you debit. When you come across an expenses, you debit. So capital, liability, and revenue are having a credit balance. So that is what you have to know about the trial balance. So those are some of the things that you need to know about a trial balance. So let's look at this simple question here, or example. We said prepare a trial balance as at 31st of December 2004. So cash in hand. Remember, cash is an asset. Cash is an asset. So we debit all the assets. So the first one is cash in hand. So when you identify the account, you know where it is going to. Cash in hand. So it is an asset. So we write it under the debit column. All the amounts are in dollars. Sorry. So the amount is $2,300. So the next one is capital. Capital is a liability. So we credit the liabilities. So capital of $5,000. So the next one is sundry debtors. Sundry debtors. So debtors are same like account receivable, or we have sundry debtors. So we debit the sundry debtors. Amount is $1,800. So the next one is creditors. So creditors are liabilities. So sundry creditors. The amount is 1,300. So we have purchases. Purchases, it is a debit balance because when the business purchase goods, the purchase account is being debited. So purchase goes under the debit column, the trial balance, and the amount is 800. We have insurance. Insurance is an expense. So remember, we debit all the expenses and losses, and then we credit the incomes and the gain. So insurance, we debit insurance with 1,400. So that is it for the trial balance. So when you finish, remember the accounting equation must be in balance. Means that the debit side and the credit side must be equal. So if I sum the debit sides, we have the total here. It will give me 6,300. And the credit side will also give me 6,300. So that is it for your trial balance. So that is a simple question on trial balance. So we are going to look at a complex question in our next video. So please, thanks for watching, and make sure you share, you subscribe, and you like. Thank you, and see you in our next video.